Fuck you!
Good Lord, man. Hey, everybody.
Okay, I'll move. Oh, we're live? Damn it! Hi!
You stay put, sir. Hey, everybody. Welcome to yet another live stream on the Kids Shoryuken channel. I, of course, am Kids Shoryuken. Thank you for joining us again. With me, as always, the #1 metal maniac on the East Coast. It's RPG Machine 86.
Woo! What's up?
What's up with you?
Not much. Feeling pretty good. Ready to do this.
Excellent. And let me... Fuck. I forgot to... Give me a second. I forgot to kill the volume on my fucking face. Okay. And... Again, with us as always, as he must always be introduced, he is the #1 pro wrestler in all of Panama. He's the forger of pain and an all-around nice guy, Karkamo.
What's up, guys? Hello, my little beauties, and welcome to the powerful stream. And we have a lot of guests tonight. And, well, we are all going to answer our darkest secrets. Right, everyone, right, Jim? Even Dom and Stephen, right?
If your darkest secret is your opinion on Star Wars Battlefront, then yes, we will be doing that.
All right, then.
Thank you, as always, for joining us. And joining us once again, he is the hate-bit orator extraordinaire, the very handsome Yell Chaos.
My darkest secret happens to include my feelings about the film Pocahontas, so welcome to the program, and I hope you enjoy watching me kill my liver. Well, and happy October to each and every one of you.
Yes, happy October indeed. There will be plenty of time for our very, very vehement Pocahontas discussion, which has to follow inevitably every show. And joining us for the first time ever, the beautiful, the sensual, the always entertaining Dahmer Cool Stuff. Welcome, sir.
Howdy, how's it going, everybody? Good to be here, and my darkest secret happened a year ago in a cemetery. No comments.
Oh.
We'll talk about that offline.
Hey, Jim, can we, ask each other questions? Or
I think we're going to have to. I probably should have titled this one Not Enough Questions. So, yeah, we probably will have to do that. Before we get started, though, Dom, since this is your first time on the show, go ahead, plug yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and where people can find you.
Obviously, Dahmer Cool Stuff. That's my name, my channel, my Instagram, my Facebook fan page. I do retro video game stuff. I go out and game chase. I occasionally do a review every now and again, and sometimes I'll play Magic the Gathering. That's about it.
Well,
do you have MySpace, Dom?
MySpace, yes. Fan page, Dahmer Cool Stuff.
That's.
Awesome.
I tried to get it in 3 years ago, all the Dahmer Cool Stuff, so years later I wouldn't have to go the real Dahmer Cool Stuff.
I think do a real Ghostbusters scenario?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's great to have you here, and like I said, the intention of this one was to be a Q&A. We have a few questions here, but I think eventually we're going to start asking each other questions, and we're just going to go ahead and kick it around a little bit. I am going to start with a question here. It comes from a friend of the show and very familiar with myself and Karkamo and Andrew, our good pal Jimmy Hoppa.
Woohoo!
Yeah, good, big Jimmy. Now, Jimmy's question is, I'd like to know what you guys might think the effect of the recent European refugee crisis will have on the price of NES cartridges sold in pawn shops in Fargo, North Dakota. Thanks in advance. Now, I have some very strong opinions on this, a lot to say, but I am going to kick it over to Karkamo. What do you think?
Oh, my God. Can I call someone?
If you got a phone handy, I don't see why not.
Well, I'm going to call my friend Andrew, the RPG Machine, to help me with this one. So, Andrew, I need a little help here.
Good
I
call.
have not an idea what the hell you're talking about at all.
Well, listen, when you got thousands upon thousands of refugees pouring into Europe from, where is it? Syrian refugees all pouring into Europe, it's going to have an effect on your NES prices. Kind of a hot button issue right now. Andrew, thoughts?
Well, I wasn't aware I wasn't aware of the pressure that was being pushed upon us with these refugees. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it, I guess. That's about all I can say.
Okay, I tell you, refugees, fuck those people.
Okay, I gotta say something to my pal Jimmy here. That's like the most thoughtful, intelligent question I think we're gonna get in this show tonight.
Karkamo's also a shitty liar.
See, this is the problem. You got refugees coming in, buying up all your NES carts, and then where would you be? You know, you need some really stringent border protection.
And before you know it, you're going to have to go to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, there you go. We do have, let me pull it up, did get a question on Facebook from a good guy, friend of the show, Bossum Burf. He had a question about the RGS. Says, what are your thoughts on the Retro VGS trying to regroup and come back a second time after failing the first time around? Mr. Chaos, do you have
I think a bunch of fucking bullshit artists should be recognized as a bunch of fucking bullshit artists. Thank you.
Bingo.
There you go, man. Said it all. Anybody else terribly familiar with this Retro VGS thing? Karkamo, you gotta...
What I don't know, I want to break in on Karkamo because he was late, so I get to break in on him.
Okay.
And I want to know why they thought it was a good idea that something bearing the accursed Atari Jaguar skin was somehow going to do any better.
Yep.
This thing has had a life as the Atari Jaguar, as some sort of dental equipment, and we all know how popular dental equipment is. And then they're going to put another video game system in it, which will cost a ridiculous amount of money to develop and a ridiculous amount of money to produce. These people have the nerve to look you in the face on the social media and act surprised. Karkamo, my friend, what were you saying?
That this reminds me to that like Chaos said, they're con artists, and there was this guy, I forgot the name, but they were doing a Kickstarter for Action 52. Oh my God!
Cheetah 2.
Yeah, Cheetah 2. Yes, and well, like Stephen said, man, you have to recognize the con artist, just right away. And
wait, before you mention that, I want you to know that Karkamo's talking about some con artists that are very near and dear to our community. They live in Texas, but anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you're talking about Greg Pabich and some other notable Texas people that we won't name by name, but all of you watch them, and all of you believe they're bullshit. The ones that say that they're poor, but they can always afford to buy video games on camera. Yeah, those people. That's what he's talking about. If you didn't know, and you can do your own research, backward, and you can find your answer. I'm sorry, I'm drinking, and that's what makes life worth living.
So, proceed.
It's also, I was just gonna say that skin that they're using for that Retro VGS, it's kind of like the Charles Lee Ray of video games.
I would love for you to expand upon that, please.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing. Please expand upon that. I was gonna say that.
Because, he, possesses the doll, and he's like, I'm turning human again, and then it's, lights out, but then there's a sequel, and the sequel is always the same plot as the last one, where he's the doll again, and he's turning human again, but weren't you turning human at the end of the last one? And somehow that's exactly like the Retro VGS. And I don't feel the need to explain that any further.
Actually, that is a pretty good metaphor. That's a strong metaphor, considering the way that had to be explained twice in the same fucking movie. So this has to be explained twice. Yeah, that thing that didn't fucking work? Well, we're going to try it again.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you. Before we move on, Dom, any thoughts at all, or Andrew, on the Retro VGS?
Well, on that Retro VGS, it was just a shit show to begin with, and none of the problem is none of those guys that own the company and run it knew what the fuck the other one was doing. So there was a lot of double talk and a lot of contradicting each other, and that's not something you want to do, especially when it's a really expensive machine that you're trying to...
Well, it didn't start out as an expensive machine. It was started out as being marketed as a very affordable machine, and that price grew exponentially in a very short period of time.
Yeah, because one guy would say...
Let's not forget, this machine was never going to be sold as a game machine. This was going to be a collectible. A machine that you buy because they were more interested in giving you something in multiple colors than they were in giving you multiple pieces of software. They don't care about you. Also, this comes from the same people that we've talked about on this program and the 8-Bit Podcast and on Monday Night Chaos and any number of programs that I've been involved with. These are the same people behind Retro Magazine. If you've ever read a copy of Retro Magazine is this beautiful, well laid out rag of shit. It's a good-looking periodical that tells you not a goddamn thing. It's something that has been nipping at the heels of Retro Gamer Magazine, because Gamer Magazine started way back when. Then this retro gaming thing, which is actually brought to you by Chris Kohler from Wired Magazine, and then got to spread their dick all over the fucking different gaming conventions to make it seem like they're part of this community. They're a bunch of fucking businessmen who know that you people will fucking buy anything. You are the people that give money to Kickstarters. About games, about movies that no one gives a shit about. I don't mean to disparage those particular people, but they understand that there is money and suckers to spend it, and they're gonna take advantage of that. That's all this is about, is selling you a collectible product. Much like the Elvis plates of the 1990s, but we can talk about that later on in the program.
Damn!
Andrew, final comments.
I think it's stupid to try to make a system that uses cartridges nowadays. There's no money to be made. Like you're going to spend more money than you're going to make, so it doesn't make any sense.
Plus, there's already. Oh, no, go ahead.
You know, like you can't build as big a game. You know, like I mean, like I don't know. There's a lot of things about it that's just dumb that people don't realize. You know.
Yeah, but also I like to announce that my next album will be on 8-track. Just because that way we can be retro about it.
I'm down for that.
Betamax, that's a good format.
Betamax.
Booyah. All right, so yeah, because aren't there already any number of systems out there that you can just use to emulate, retro games anyway?
I know that there's plenty of systems out there that suck, so I guess they're joining the few and the proud.
There's that too.
The Retron 5, the Analog NT.
Yeah, we want to join the line of all those well-adored consoles like the RCA Studio 2 and the Imagination Station.
Yeah. Well, you need it around. Okay. And moving right along, we have a question here from Pilot Amuro Ray, who's a very frequent viewer of these streams. He says, how many of you guys now hate Star Wars Battlefront? I assume he's referring, I believe it was a beta that was recently released. Is anyone in the room familiar at all with this beta? And again, Karkamo has 2 hands up. Karkamo, tell us about this Star Wars Battlefront beta.
Okay, I don't know what I'm missing here. Why would I hate it? Because I played it for 2 days. And I don't know, I freaking love it, man. I don't know if it's because my love for Star Wars, because Star Wars in my family literally means a lot. It reminds me to my dad. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't love Star Wars. But, well, okay, being, fair, I didn't have, connecting issues. I played, and, everything was there, man. I thought it was really... loyal to the franchise, the little sounds, and the stormtroopers were there, and really music, everything. I mean, some people are saying that that's like a Call of Duty or a Battlefront with a Star Wars skin. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't know because I never played friggin' Call of Duty or Battlefront. While people are playing that, I'm playing Super Nintendo or something. I'm an old fart. So I don't know. I liked it. And I'm pretty excited, but I mean, if any one of you know why would you hate the game, I don't know. I would like to know what the hell am I missing?
Some people would bitch if you hung them with a new rope. It's just the way it is. People like to bitch about everything. It doesn't matter what it is. People bitch. So just enjoy something. Jesus Christ, Internet.
Well stated. I don't know. I know of the beta. I've seen some people, actually quite a number of people have, posted videos about the beta. I didn't watch any of them because I'm not terribly interested in Star Wars Battlefront. I do like Star Wars in general. Battlefront, just not something terribly interesting to me. And I don't hate Battlefront. I am completely indifferent on the subject of Battlefront.
if somebody's bitching about it being like Battlefield, DICE made it. You know who made Battlefield? DICE.
Yeah.
So,
Good
sorry
point.
about your luck, but that's the way it works sometimes.
Point made. Anybody else give a shit at all about Star Wars Battlefront?
No, I want to say something. Okay, just one more thing. I played. It's not only that I love Star Wars. I played the Battlefront series to death, and as a Battlefront fan, I was like, what took you guys so long? Because it skipped a generation. We didn't have Battlefront for the PS3 or Xbox 360. Well, who wants that for the Wii? I wouldn't know. But anyway, we didn't get it. So I'm glad we finally getting Battlefront. I think I'm the only one here excited about this.
Dude, I love Battlefront, but Fallout 4 is coming out.
Oh my God, yes. Fuck
so
yeah,
who gives
man.
a shit about Battlefront?
And for me, it's Fallout 4, Halo 5, so it's like...
Yeah, I'm waiting for Halo as well.
Okay, touche, Andrew, touche.
So then everything else takes a backseat to Fallout, I take it.
Dude, it's Fallout.
It's true, it is Fallout. You make a good point. I'm not going to argue that. We're going to go ahead and move on here. Kishoto guy, he says, hey, wankers and wanketas. I think he's referring to you there, Karkamo, you big wanker. The only query I have for Kid and the Gang is this. What are some great modern Japan-only titles that you would highly recommend? So anything, I guess, past or current generation, so PS3, PS4, that area. Now, Karkamo, I know you are a frequenter of import games. Is there anything more modern that you could recommend to a potential import buyer?
Yes, well, I got Saint Seiya, Soul of Gold, or Soul something. The last one from the Saint Seiya. If you guys are fans of the stream, I've been talking about Saint Seiya like way too freaking much, and it's an anime. And for the first time, it has for me it's a big thing. It has like a Spanish dub, and when I always have to explain this to Americans, no offense, that when I say Spanish, I'm not talking about Spanish from Spain. They use the todo es hombre, oye, con español con las tetas. I'm talking about that Spanish. It's Latin American Spanish without that accent. Sorry for the Spanish people that are watching this. And I grew up watching Saint Seiya in Spanish from Latin America. So it's like it's really a big breakthrough for us Latin American people to get a Japanese anime in Spanish. So I was playing the game. I was actually planning to do like a review because it's good, but at the same time it's really bad. I think they were doing a quick cash grab because the lip syncing is awful. It's terrible. It's even worse when you have something animated from Japan to English that they always do like this. Well, it's worse than that. But it's okay. So the other thing that I don't know if that's like it's Bandai's fault or Toei Animation, I'm not sure, or but when you use the Spanish dub, let's say you're reading a sentence.
Just so you know, it's always Bandai's fault.
Yeah, you gonna say something, Stephen?
The only anime company ever. He says it's always Bandai's fault. Everything.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. So anyway, let's say you're reading. Let's say you're gonna say like, "I'm Karkamo, the Forger of Pain." They would go. You see the subtitle. It's like they're waiting for the line like, "I'm Karkamo." Then the line appears, "The Forger of Pain. I'm gonna kill you." So yeah, that's the only thing that I hate about that. But the game's pretty cool. I also got I forget the name. Just give me 1 second because I have it right here. Japanese games. Okay. Okay. I forgot this. Jim, I don't know if you may read this for me, please.
You're a little blurry there.
Okay, there.
Kagura, something Kagura. That's the best.
Well, I got something Kaguya, and this is an anime like, for all those sick people, because like the girls have like giant boobs and stuff like that, and it's like the engine from Dynasty Warriors that they're using for every single game and every single franchise. But the cool thing is, you have tits, so you have that engine with a lot of tits and the boob engine. So yeah, that's kind of fun, and the specials are pretty ridiculous. The super moves. And, well, yeah, I recommend Kaguya something if you want to get it.
Sounds like a winner.
Sounds like you're renovating me tits.
Yeah. Go ahead and that's a way to sell your product, man. Slap some tits on it and out the door. I don't know.
That's what I gotta do for my channel.
Do it, man. Throw some tits in there, and you're fucking golden.
You'll notice there's lots of YouTubers that display tits all the time. They don't even mean to.
So, yeah. You can get these two games. This is the Saint Seiya one. Oh, it's Saint Seiya Soldier Soul. There you go.
Right
okay. So that's the modern Japanese shit.
Nice. 2 recos from Carcamo. I don't know. I'm not on PS4 or Xbox One yet, so I don't think Xbox One really has anything to speak of in Japan. I'm not on the PS4 yet. Some PS3 games I might recommend, like JoJo's Adventure All-Star Battle, is a very good one. I do know there's another JoJo game in production for the PS4 that I got to check out a little bit at TGS. That was looking very cool. There's also a new Odin Sphere being worked on right now. And new Odin Sphere, I forgot the subtitle, but it's another Odin Sphere game, and then there's another game being produced by the same team that makes Odin Sphere. Very similar art style, potentially similar gameplay style. They only showed off some trailers, but I believe it's called 13 Sentinels. And I'm not sure that either of those are scheduled for U.S. releases, but that's some good stuff coming up. And, okay, snack break, good idea.
Sorry, Jen, just this last one, but I know you know this series more than I do, so that I recommend this one, but I just Kunio something, right?
Yeah, that's Downtown Neketsu, and it might be another Monogatari game, but yeah, it's Kunio-kun. It's essentially the same series as River City Ransom and Super Dodgeball and all those great classics. They have been releasing, you can see there, they have been releasing new games based on that franchise. I actually just recently picked one up for the 3DS, made by Arc System Works, of all people, the same people that make Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue and all those nice things. So it's in good hands.
They also make a lot of crap.
Arc?
Yeah, they got a handful of crap titles on the PlayStation 1 with their names on it.
That very well could be. That was back before they got their shit together and just started making nothing but fighting games.
Oh, no. Some of those companies, the crap they made was far better than some of the overblown AAA bullshit they make today.
I'm a big Arc fan. I do like me some Arc.
No, I like Arc. I just like Arc before they got money. I like most game studios before they get money, because then they get lazy.
All right. Okay, so I got a little something here. Since I know pretty much everybody in the room is a big-time horror fan, did everybody see the little teaser trailer for the new Friday the 13th game? And if so, what did everybody think? Andrew, we'll start with you. What do you think about this new Friday the 13th game they're working on?
I mean, I don't think they showed enough yet to really form a strong opinion either way, but it looked pretty cool. It's
exciting, at least, being a fan of the series. I'm told, or I suppose there's going to be they do have people who've worked on the film franchise involved in making the game. So, for instance, Tom Savini, who, if people aren't aware, Tom Savini is big time in film as a makeup special effects artist. He did, films like Dawn of the Dead, the first few Friday the 13th films, Day of the Dead, the Creep Show movies. Tom Savini's the shit. Also, he plays Sex Machine in Dusk Till Dawn.
Didn't he direct the remake of Night of the Living Dead?
He did. The 1990 remake starring Tony Todd. He did indeed direct that, and it's actually extremely good remake. I actually like that one quite a bit.
Well, Romero had his hand in there too, in that one.
Yeah.
Because they literally did it just so Romero could sort of have the rights back and keep it in the family.
Yeah, but even given that, they did a very good job. It's fantastic. The Barbara, I thought Barbara was a much more likable character in the remake. So apparently Tom Savini's involved with the game in that he's designing the kills that are going to be featured in the game, and a few other things. Dom, you might want to help me out here. The writer and director of the first Friday the 13th film.
Sean Cunningham?
Yes, apparently he's involved with the game as a producer. Kane Hodder is doing all the motion capture for Jason, which is fucking amazing. For those who don't know, Kane Hodder has played Jason, 4 or 5 times? It's said that Kane Hodder is Jason. Kane
Hodder's also in his fucking 40s.
Isn't he older than that? Kane Hodder's older.
His 50s.
Yeah,
he's in his 50s.
I'd put Kane Hodder in his 50s. He's still a big fucking dude, though. And
I think motion capture is a big waste of money.
I don't know. That's if you wanna, I guess, quote unquote, make an authentic product. I mean, that's a way to do it.
It sounds to me like they're paying an actor for fucking exposure. Like that's not going to help the game in any way. I don't mean to shit all over the game, but I don't know. It just reeks of, how can I explain this? It just reeks of, they're trying to capture an audience of a movie that came out 30 fucking years ago for a game it seems like they're expecting crossover when I don't see that much room for a crossover. I appreciate what they're trying to do and everything, but it's a bunch of names that don't really mean anything to people who are actually going to buy this game.
I don't know, Stephen. I have to disagree with you. I mean, I get what you're saying, but what they're doing, it's marketing, it's fan service, and it's hard for me to be like objective with some of these stuff that they're doing because,
But my point being is that this is being a publicly funded thing, but they got all these high-profile, rather expensive names attached to this product that they can't even fucking pay for themselves. That's a problem. That's a serious business problem.
It's like name drop the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you're right. I guess I'm looking at this stuff with fanboy eyes. You can say that because that's another game I would be waiting for my whole freaking life.
No, and I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. Everyone who was ever disappointed by Friday the 13th on the NES.
I know, man. And it's funny because I was actually playing that game today, and I saw the thing and I got excited, and I was wondering too. Actually, I'm still wondering how is the gameplay going to be? I mean, they said the gameplay. You're going to use like the counselors, and it's going to be like co-op online, and Jason's going to try to kill you, and you have to survive the night, and you can set up booby traps and stuff like that, and like I think it's going to be like 5 players, like 4 counselors, and 1 is going to be able to use Jason, and that's another thing. Like I wouldn't want to sound repetitive, but really, like, what took you guys so long? Let's just hope we have a good game, because if they fuck up this time, we're not gonna have another Jason Voorhees games for another 20 years. So they better not fuck up. But I mean, don't get me wrong.
But on the other hand, if it becomes a major success, there's gonna be a whole goddamn slate of them: Jason's mother and Jason's sister, and Jason goes to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Jason takes Albuquerque.
I've been waiting for that one for so long.
Like the last time
Jason takes Broadway.
That was the movie I was showing. It's still not opened for a reason. Like, I own the whole franchise and DVDs, and I've never bothered to open 8.
I love a movie called Jason Takes Manhattan, and you're like an hour in, and you've seen 0% of fucking Manhattan.
Boxing scene.
The boxing scene is amazing. But that's really, if you think about it, a very even smaller portion of that movie is Manhattan, and the rest of it is shot in some either back alley sets or
Toronto, because Toronto doesn't cost anything.
That's true. So
even the end is fucking bizarre. Like, New York sewage water turns him back into a kid.
Yeah. New York toxic waste, sewage water. I don't know.
Which wouldn't surprise me, but
Jason does Dallas. That's good.
Friday the 13th game, play Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse, yes. Splatterhouse is awesome, but I am kind of excited for this.
Jason with a stick.
Yeah, but I can see there's potential for this because that could be fun. Have a group of people playing the camp counselors, and then one person playing Jason, and you're trying to kill everyone. That sounds like fun to me. I think it's kind of good that they're doing it now when they have the ability.
I know, but for a game that doesn't have its own funding and is kind of independent, this sounds really expensive. This sounds very experimental. This sounds like, and also, it seems like it would reach a very niche group. That's a serious fucking problem. You can't make big games like this that are designed for like 35 people.
I don't know, horror movie and slasher movie fans, that's not such a small group of people. That's
I know, but
I want that game. I don't care what you guys
Friday the 13th was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, but that's a film series that's lasted over a decade. It's still a very recognizable character. It's still a very
but you notice how the film budgets have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller over the years because they knew they were going to be facing declining returns.
yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a name that could probably sell a fucking T-shirt or a costume in a costume store for Halloween. As far as being a major player that could bring in billions, or well, I shouldn't say billions, but millions of dollars in terms of video games and movies. I don't mean to shit all over this thing. I'm just saying that a lot of people put way too much stock in their own nostalgia, and then have the nerve to be surprised when some people, a lot of people, did not have the nostalgia, and then they don't save any fucking money for an advertising junket or anything like that. It's always that they expect that social media is going to carry everything. Social media is there to bitch. They don't care about propagating your shitty product. And I'm not saying it's a shitty product, but the telltale signs are there. Too much money is being asked for, and too much. I actually shouldn't say that, but it just seems like this is a big grand scope idea. A champagne taste on beer budget.
And the last thing that fans of the franchise had to look forward to was, I think a year ago when they were saying a found footage Friday the 13th. That was supposed to be the next movie made, and everybody just took a
like first person and heavy breathing for like 90 minutes.
No, it's not going to happen. They shit canned the idea because I think the entire fan base said no.
Yeah,
because everyone figured out that the found footage thing is a stupid fucking idea.
That's what happens when those Brunderhouse fucks run horror films now, so everything is fucking put out by them.
Oh, there's still horror films?
Horror. That's not horror, though. That's a first-person film as opposed to a first-person shooter.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's sold, so now they distribute fucking everything horror now. The new, what is it? The new Eli Roth flick, I think, even, has been distributed by the fucking...
Who's Eli Roth? Is he the Saw guy?
Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever,
Cabin Fever guy.
Hostel.
Green Inferno.
Played the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards. Beats that Nazi with a baseball bat. Very cool scene.
I didn't see that one.
His new movie,
Green Inferno.
Green Inferno.
Yep.
Kind of a throwback flick to the old cannibal gross out movies of the late 70s, all that kind of like Grindhouse, like Cannibal Holocaust and all that kind of cool shit. Kind of a throwback to that, kind of some real tongue-in-cheek humor in it, as is typical of an Eli Roth film. But even that is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dom, you can correct me, but I believe Brunderhouse put that out as well.
I think they did.
I don't know. I don't get scared of digital horror movies. I'm sorry. They don't do anything for me.
Well, from what I'm told, I still haven't seen it yet. I've only seen basically clips and bits and pieces. But from what I'm told, it's one of the more gruesome and disgusting, major releases in a long time. One of the actually having people walk out of the theater in disgust, which makes me kind of want to see it. So
it's all right.
Same here.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure people walked out of Paranormal Activity with disgust. So you have to really gauge your certain disgust and what works for you.
But when it comes to a movie like that... Oh.
Go ahead, Dom.
I'm sorry, guys. What was the name of the movie that you're talking about that people are going out with disgust and stuff like that?
Green Inferno.
No, it was Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah, that one too. But is that out yet?
Yes.
Ooh, I have to check it out.
Also, The Gallows. You might walk out of that one if you see that.
I saw that piece of crap. I hated it, man.
Well, tell us. Give it to us straight, man. Tell us about The Gallows. It sounds like we hit a nerve.
Yeah, man. Well, what a piece of crap. I had a date that night.
And did she want to go see this movie? Is that why you had to go?
Oh man, it was my fault because I'm a horror fan, and every time. Okay, this is the thing with the genre that lately the horror movies they all sucked. Like most of them. And every time
you guys keep talking about horror like it's a modern thing. There are no more horror movies. It doesn't exist anymore. There are people thinking they're making horror movies, but they don't make horror movies.
No, they make splat franchises.
Well, the thing is that I know it was a found footage because it's like a subgenre, and there's like a bajillion movies about found footage. So
manufactured found footage.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see it. And I don't know how that movie cost. It probably cost like $100 because it was. Really, I could do that. We could do it right here. So,
yeah, let's trade in some amiibo, and then we could pay for a movie.
We're essentially making. What was that movie that they put out? We're essentially making Unfriended right now. We've got the budget for it. I'm
going to tell you something about that movie after I finish about The Gallows, but actually Unfriended wasn't bad. So anyway, so it was like this. Well, the premise of the movie is simple. There were like these students, and this guy was going to play because he liked a girl. That's basically it. And the other friend like, no man, you don't want to be in that play. Like I was like, no, not really. But I'm doing it for this girl, and they went after the high school closed. They were after hours, like to break down the. Oh, by the way, this is not spoilers.
Because no one cares.
Yes, exactly. So they went to break down the set, and because the play was the next day, and they were gonna get in the set like, oh, we can't have the play. But anyway, the thing is that like the play was about a gallows. And like some people died in the school, and there was this cheap-ass effects, and it was so, there was like, the classic jump scares. It was boring. It was so boring. It was so predictable. It was a piece of crap and a waste of time.
I gotta tell you, I got drug into that movie by a friend of mine a coworker told me like it's scary. It's really scary. I'm serious. So I ended up getting drug into this piece of shit. I spent 95% of the movie either groaning or fighting the urge to get up out of my chair because my friend never walks out on a movie because he paid money for it because he's such a dick. And so he made me sit through this entire fucking thing. 95% of the movie, nothing but groaning and being very, very unhappy. And then the final 2 to 3 minutes of the film laughing hysterically. One of the fucking most brilliant, hilarious endings to a film I've ever seen. That's one of those things where they tried to play it straight and they thought they were making something funny, and I think they thought it would be more like creepy and weird and not funny, but it was just hysterical. So me and my friends couldn't contain our laughter. So
that was you described my reaction to Jurassic World.
Oh my God! Don't even go there, Dom, because.
Come on.
I never saw any of the Jurassic Park movies, and I got drug into that by my wife, and I found it very meh.
Well, you gotta.
Shame on you, Dom. Shame on you. You do have to watch at least Jurassic Park 1. It still holds up, and it's a masterpiece. And oh my God. Oh, okay, you guys first because if you want to hear my rant about Jurassic World, you're gonna get it. But really, you should talk first.
Well, I'm telling you, for a lot of modern films these days, it's good to go in liquored up. I think they should start a practice of serving alcohol at these movie theaters. I spent a couple of years living in Germany. That was one of the best parts of being there, was going an hour and a half before the movie starts, get wasted, play some cards, and then go into your 3D movie, and you're always going to have a good time. So definitely, but when you're going in to see a film these days, get liquored up. After I saw The Gallows, as soon as the credits were hitting, I was walking out of the theater. I still had all my candy and popcorn still in hand, went right back to the ticket window and got a ticket for Ant-Man, and then went and watched a nice big budget Marvel movie and was entertained. So yeah, for sure, if you're gonna go see a lot, especially any kind of quote unquote air quotes, like 16 air quotes around the word horror film these days, get good and liquored up and go watch it. You'll probably be more entertained.
If you haven't, go to a place called Cinebars.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just described that. I mean, the Rocky Horror Cast I'm part of in North Carolina, we were at a Cinebar. We don't perform there anymore. But yeah, no, it's a place where you can get liquored up and watch a movie.
Very nice. That's the way to do it. I used to really enjoy it. Now, you got to get wasted, beforehand. Go, yeah, maybe get, drunk out in the parking lot or, huff some paint, whatever you do, and then go and watch your fucking, whatever, and go and watch your shitty horror films. Now, Karkamo, I can see it. You're fucking on the edge of your seat. You have something to say about Jurassic World. Just
I actually have a lot to say, but, actually, I like the idea that Dom's never seen a Jurassic Park movie, and I want to know, before I go all out here, I want to know, Dom, what did you think? I know it was mad, but can you, expand upon a little bit?
It just felt very blah. I don't know how to describe it. It was just, okay, it's 20 years later. They had all these accidents happen. You figure they would fucking learn their lesson by now. No, let's make a genetically mutated tiger, T-Rex, stealth invisible predator fucking killing machine, and let's hide it in the park where people are, and then let's accidentally release it and go, oh shit, how did that happen?
There you go.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Dom, for that insight.
Karkamo, your rebuttal. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna do this in 2 minutes. Okay, first things first.
How do you feel about Hillary Clinton's emails?
Like it's a fucking primary.
Okay, if you guys watch Jurassic Park, like everybody who's watching this stream, if you still watch it to this very day, every effect, for the most part, it holds up. It looks real. The animatronics. That's the thing that I love about animatronics. Same with Star Wars. It's there. You can touch it, and it feels real. I mean, I don't have nothing against CG, but if you're gonna do CG, it better be good. So they say supposedly that in this Jurassic Park they use animatronics. I have no idea where are they, because everything looks like like Gumby. It looks like Gumby. So that's with the effects, and like I said, I have 2 minutes, so I have to be quick. The other thing is that
I was just joking about the 2 minutes. I don't.
Shit! Now here he goes.
Okay, I'll try to keep it quick, Stephen. Okay, I promise. Okay, so the other thing is that there's like a bajillion plot holes, and I don't want to be like the film buff, but like obvious, really stupid plot holes, and oh my god, and that's not even the worst thing. So Jurassic Park, I mean, it's obviously fake, but in its own universe, they stated in the 3 movies that it was really real. And how am I supposed to take this movie seriously when you see Chris Pratt with a bunch of Yoshis, like he's in the bike and they're like all following him, and oh my god. So I'm gonna go into spoiler territory, but I don't think you guys care. So at the end of the movie, there's this is the only good part about the movie. Like the T-Rex fights the what's his face? That genetically
Mega Death Christ.
Godzilla.
Gotsuki. So, and they're fighting, and they're fighting, and there comes the raptor to the freaking rescue, and the raptor is helping the T-Rex. Now, don't get me wrong, this is kind of awesome, but it's still awesomely stupid. So the Tyrannosaurus wins, and the Raptor, I guess, that tag team won, and they're freaking dinosaurs. They're animals, and they don't think, and they're stupid, and they hate each other. So what happens at the end when they help each other? Like they, with respect, literally the the T-Rex looks at the Velociraptor. The Velociraptor looks at the T-Rex like, okay, man, it's good.
They give a nod.
Yeah, and they go their separate ways. And I'm like, what the fuck have I just watched? And actually, that was the good part of the movie. And it was kind of awesome, but like I said, stupid at the same time. So the movie is only worth it for that final part. Okay, that's it.
Well, did you see the alternate ending?
No, what's the alternate? Well, let me know. What is it?
Well, the alternate ending, the T-Rex is there fighting the super amazing Godzilla thing, and then the Triceratops and the Pterodactyl come in, and then that's immediately followed by a Mastodon and a Sabretooth, and they all kind of amalgamate into one giant anthropomorphic, you could call it a mega, what's the word I'm looking for? Andrew.
Megazord?
Kind of a Megazord, yes. Triceratops, Pterodactyl all come in. They all kind of amalgamate into this one grotesque, amorphic thing, and then they have a sword that comes out of the sky, and they defeat.
I would pay to watch that ending.
It was pretty sweet.
I think I just want to watch that.
Yeah, you don't even need to see the rest of the movie. It's just watch
so
that.
I guess the lesson here was to walk into Jurassic World in like the last 12 minutes.
Yeah, just walk in at the very end of the show, just to see that. Now in all honesty, I just want to see the little nod between the T-Rex and the Raptor as they part ways. I want to see how that's handled. Kind of like it's like a Homeward Bound kind of thing.
It's shot like a buddy cop movie, that scene.
Very nice.
It's like Toy Story, but with reptiles.
Kenshiro Online asks, Black Matrix on Dreamcast. Anybody finish it?
Fuck that game.
I've played Black Matrix. I do enjoy it. I did not finish it. Is anyone else ever played Black Matrix? I think it might have been a Japan-only title.
No, I've never played it.
No Black Matrix.
Never played it.
No.
Okay,
Is that an anime or that's survival horror?
Yeah, Black Matrix is actually an RPG.
Oh, okay.
But it's a pretty cool one. It's angels and demons, and angels are kind of like these fucked up, not even second-class citizens. They're like slaves. They're like walked around on leashes and stuff like that, and they're homeless, dying in the streets, and it's pretty cool. It's a really cool premise for a game.
Yeah, anything where there's dying in the streets has to be halfway decent.
Yeah, well, it's angels and demons, and the angels.
You'll walk your angel in the homeless debris.
Yeah, very, very cool. There are cutscenes of that kind of shit going on. It's very.
Sounds like Los Angeles.
It's very entertaining. I guess let's go ahead and take a short break to, I guess, get some plugs in, this, that, and the thing, what people are working on, or if you want anybody to check anything out. Karkamo, I guess we can start with you. I know you're always a busy guy. What are you working on? What can people look forward to?
Well, I'm working this month of Karkaween, and actually I just posted a video today about the review of the Free Controller series, and yeah, you should check that out. It's my YouTube channel, Karkamo Gaming, or you can check it out in karkamo.com. I found out about these like last year. I was watching this guy that actually I love his videos. Okay, sorry, Snake. It's called Man Jesus Rocks, and the guy got like just one, but well, if you know me, I'm a compulsive buyer and I have OCD, so I found out and I did everything I could to get them all. It took me a while. It took me a few months because some of them are rare. So anyway, I did that video. That's the first Karkaween video for this Halloween month, and we have an event here in Panama. Well, actually, I know they do that around the world. It's called the Zombie Walk. Well, the guys, they're all dressed up like zombies and stuff. We'll go through the city, and well, we're gonna film that. The cool thing, well, at least, I mean, for me, it's not gonna be on Halloween. It's gonna be like next week. So I'm gonna film that. I'm gonna post it before Halloween. And okay, what else? Oh yes, I filmed a couple of parts of a Let's Play of Onimusha. Really awesome freaking game. You should, if you never heard of Onimusha, you should play it. It has like the engine of Resident Evil. It uses tank controls. Actually, a little bit here of history. Onimusha was gonna be Resident Evil 4 on feudal Japan, but they were getting like too far away from the roots, and it became its own IP. And by the way, here's my Karka rant about Onimusha. Capcom hates all their franchises because, I don't know, at least give us, I don't know, an Onimusha Collection HD remastered, re-turbo, re-asked, or something. Or, I don't know, give us something Onimusha, man. That's always a really cool game. I would love to see a new Onimusha, man. Well, I don't know, now that I mentioned Onimusha, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts about it.
Capcom doesn't give a fuck unless they can put it in a commercial. So if Onimusha starts hawking like, you know, Jinsu knives or something, then you'll see Onimusha.
It was a pretty good combat game for its time when it came out, especially in that feudal Japan setting. And even funner fact, Devil May Cry 4 was based off of a glitch that one of the guys saw while Onimusha was being made. That swinging sword that flies the enemy in the air. He saw that. He was like, that's pretty awesome. And the guy's like, yeah, that's an error. It's not supposed to be in the game. He's like, I'm going to base a game off that.
Very nice.
Wow, I had no idea.
I do like the Onimusha series. I think I played the first two. A lot of fun. Very cool. Steeped in that cool Japanese lore and atmosphere. And as I recall, really fucking awesome graphics. Very good usage of FMV backgrounds.
Also a great usage, and I mean this in a loving way, of fog. The fog that was, you know, which was very typical of the PlayStation 2, works to that game's advantage because everything's fucking rainy and puddly, and it just works. And it's bloody as shit. I was not expecting as much. There's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of blood. That's all. I just wanted to talk about.
The voice appreciated.
Blood and boobs.
Yeah.
Would that about size it up for you there, Karkamo?
Yeah. Well, so in summary, there's the Freak Series controller review. It's now. Next week's gonna be the zombie walk. The thing's gonna happen here in panel. I'm gonna put the video, and well, no, actually, next week I'm gonna put the first part of the Let's Play Onimusha. And by the way, if you finish the game, you get this stupid costume of a panda, and I don't know, I just did it gimmicky, and I wore the panda suit like physically while doing the Let's Play. So you can check that out next week.
Panda Karkamo, that's what I've been waiting for. I've been hoping you were just gonna someday introduce just a panda paint job, but I guess this is the next best thing. So, excellent. Panda Karkamo, everybody stick around for that. And as always, links down in the description to everybody's channels. If you want to go see some kick-ass Panda Karkamo, Pandamo, however you want to phrase that. Pandamo.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to the Panda Suplex. I just want to put that out there.
Panda Suplex. Sweet deal. I'm just going to take a quick second to acknowledge before we move on. We have a special guest in the hizzy. It's Ed T1138 is here. He's
all right. What's up, Ed?
Good old Ed. He says, too much manliness for one live stream, and Jim too. So thank you a lot, you dick. Hey Ed, if you've got a question for the group, go ahead and throw it at us, and because we really need some material. Moving on, Mr. Chaos. Now, I know you're a big fan of the Halloween season. Do you have anything planned? Are you going to be working on anything for this month?
I'm doing it right now. Boo, dude.
Rock on.
No, I don't know. I was going to show off public domain films on my Periscope. Check me out on the Periscope because there's just actually a bunch of drunk people looking at their balls on Periscope, and you could do a lot worse than coming to the El Chaos program. And if you really want to be scared, I will show you my balls.
I don't know if I want to be that scared, but yeah, you kind of that's a hell of a plug for Periscope, though.
Absolutely, and I want to make it known that I think the gaming community is a bunch of fucking tools, and there you are.
All right, right on. Gaming community, bunch of fucking tools, and that's it. Nothing else. Working on.
Oh, can I say whatever I want? Fuck, piss,
Right.
shit, and
Cunt.
cunt. I forgot the cunty cunt, and San Diego, and what else? Sluts, and that's mostly Miami, and yeah, I wish I had something to plug, but I really don't. I'm actually, I'll tell you the truth, I'm writing an album right now, so be on the lookout for it. There's a new album coming out, hopefully next year, and if not, then there's just going to be one song and you can live with that. But a new album, I'm actually writing a new album right now.
Writing a new album for the band that is...
Honestly, absolutely shoot. I'm writing a new album right now, so that's why you don't see me around so much, because, fuck, it's hard. It was so much easier when I was in my 20s, but now I want to write about shit that matters, and it turns out that takes time. So...
That's no fun. Don't do that.
I know, but, you know, I'm you know, either that or I just fucking sit here and talk about Resident Evil for the rest of my life.
Because Ed just asked what happened with the Periscope movie, so I guess that's something he was looking forward to.
Well, you know, Ed was on there for like 15 seconds and disappeared, so I don't want to hear any shit from him or the rest of Ohio for that matter, because Ohio's made the people take down the display in front of their house over in Parma. That was some bullshit. I just wanted to say that.
There you go. There you go, Ed.
So, wait. One more thing. I want you to know, fuck Parma, Ohio. Thank you very much.
All right, Parma, Ohio. You're on notice.
Parma, Ohio can eat a great big bowl full of jelly dicks.
Jelly dicks.
Oh.
That's probably gummy dicks floating around out there. Horrible.
No. They're all real runny. You know, they're jelly.
Oh, jelly dicks.
Not only do you got to eat a dick, you got to eat a bowl full of runny dicks.
It's like a gusher, but a dick.
How
exactly?
Is it going to hold its form, though? Is it even recognizable as a dick?
Does it really matter? It's going in your mouth, so you're going to have to live with it either way.
It's just a puddle of meat with a creamy filling. Come on.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, there you go. So it's like a micro. It's a microwave.
How does Tom know so much about this?
You know, I'm not gonna.
A meat Twinkie. That's what it is. A meat Twinkie.
I mean, because that really sounded like that was just something like, you know, it's no big deal. I mean, I do it all the time. Large dicks with creamy.
A Twinkie.
By the way, Dahmer cool stuff.
And meat and blood and sputum. Andrew, I know you haven't been working so much on YouTube lately, but you got a new band going. Let us tell what's going on, man. Let us know what's up.
I quit my previous job and I started a new one. It's really awesome. I'm a cook at a restaurant called the Atomic Grill in Morgantown, West Virginia. If you want to come there and tell my boss that I'm a cool guy, you can do that. And
well, then he's gonna ask why you're letting people in the kitchen.
Well, that's, you know. We'll get past that, but
okay.
Yeah, I started a new job and I really like it. I'm in a band now. We don't have anything recorded yet. It'll be really soon, in the next couple months. We're doing the whole, you know, we gotta take pictures and get internet things ready and have endless discussions about stupid things that you don't really need to talk about, but you have to stroke everyone's ego. So
you mean things along the line of, why the fuck is your girlfriend here all the time?
Just things, you know, just things like that. But yeah, it'll be good once it happens. I am going to make a video this month because I'm going to get the special edition Xbox One Halo 5 sweet ass edition. So I'm going to make a video about that. I have a bunch of games back here that I could do a pickups video with, but, like, I don't know. Sometimes when you work like 8 or 9, maybe even like 12 hours a day, and then you come home, you're just, like, not really feeling like making a video. So that's kind of what happens sometimes. And then when you have days off, you want to go live and do things in the real world. So, like,
I hear you.
Kind of.
Karkamo knows.
But yeah, you guys will definitely see a video. I don't know what day. It probably won't be the day it comes out because I'll probably have to work that day. But sometime that week, which I think it's next week, it comes out on the 20th. The Xbox does, and then Halo comes out on the 27th. So it'll be sometime in there. I'll make a video about it. But that's
awesome.
it.
And the band name is?
Oh, Call Forth Shadows.
All right, so all you people out there, if you're it's a death metal band, correct?
Yes, I mean, yeah, that's the core of what it's going to be. There's going to be other little metals in there, you know, thrash and black metal.
Right on. So
like in oil paint, you put a little bit of phthalo blue and a little bit of phthalo green.
Right on. So metal fans out there, be on the lookout eventually for Call Forth Shadows. It's going to be pretty awesome. And let's see. And Kenshiro Online says, please post some music when it is available, Andrew.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely do that.
Excellent. And also, Mr. Chaos, Ed says he watched the whole damned movie.
You poor man. Interestingly enough, I did show Carnival of Souls, which was filmed in Salt Lake City in 1962, I think, and it does feature the Salt Air Pavilion in Salt Lake City. So any people who live in Utah, well, the Salt Air Pavilion's the one that's actually featured in the film burned down after they finished the film, but, you know, I mean, there's something to be proud of if you're from Utah. It's almost like being from Delaware, but different.
Yeah, it's... Well, they got the Mormon thing going on, and if nothing else, you can make jokes about being from the Mormon place, and that's kind of funny. Which, speaking of, I don't know why I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. The Book of Mormon, the fucking stage play by Matt Stone and Trey Parker is excellent. Check that out if you can. And Dahmer's cool stuff. Sir, I know you got to be having something coming down the pipe. What's going on?
Oh, now that I unfortunately am not working anymore due to injury, I got a lot of stuff coming down now. Working on the Nintendo M8 stuff that I filmed like a year ago. I had an opportunity before I moved to North Carolina to play with my friend's M8 demo unit, so it was about 2.5 hours of footage of that, so finally re-releasing that. Gonna try to get a Halloween video out, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, because I want to play Splatterhouse and Nightmare on Elm Street, because I hate myself.
Well, I like Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse is pretty rad.
Oh yeah, it is, but I think I'm playing the PS3 version.
You know, not as bad as people might have you believe, I think.
No, I like it.
The soundtrack's good. I like it. I also like the fact that it's got the 3 Splatterhouse games on there as unlockables.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
And one question, Stephen, because, I mean, it's been years since I played it, but the 3 games, they're uncut, right? They don't have the
censorship of the U.S. versions.
Yeah, there's no censorship, I'm pretty sure, on them. It's been like a year or so since I played it, but yeah. I know they didn't take out much, if anything. And yeah, that's about it.
That's about all you got coming? You're not working on... I know you're a big-time Magic the Gathering guy.
I've got some going down on that as well. Don't know if I want to slow my roll on Magic videos, because I looked at my channel and I was like, wow, out of like the last 10 or 12 videos or so I've released, 9 of them were Magic the Gathering related.
So let's see. So maybe a little more shift towards some...
Yeah, and plus, now that I have my collection back with me and it's not in storage anymore, I have access to everything now. Finally, after a year.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. So, again, Dahmer's cool stuff, that's all located down in the description, so go and check it out. I personally, for this month, I do have 3 Halloween reviews lined up, basically 3 8-bit games. Kid Dracula, Splatterhouse 1 Paku Graffiti, and new Ghostbusters 2, which is a hell of a lot of fun. So the week of Halloween, I'll be posting all 3 of those. I am going to be in the States for about a month. I'm not really going to be working on videos at that time, but I do luckily have a big old stockpile of videos made, so I'll still be posting vids that whole time. So there are reviews and game hunting videos and stuff like that, all lined up to be posted while I'm on a tiny little bit of a hiatus. And that's about it. That's what you got coming from me. You got some reviews, game hunting videos, and hopefully when I get back I will get started on a new series addressing arcades here in Japan. And looking at the...
Or as we call them here in America, laundromats.
Laundromats, yes.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, I feel for you guys. You don't have any arcades. I don't know, what's the arcade scene like there in Panama, Carcamo? You got them or you don't?
Well, the arcades are practically dead, and they lasted a bit. For the past 2 years, I mean, we still have arcades. Like if you want to go to the outskirts of the country, like really, like almost in the border with Costa Rica, we still have like one arcade over there. And in Panama, well, actually in Panama, the last big arcade, I thought it's closed. I actually saw when I did my last amiibo hunt. It was actually a surprise for me. But when I got to the mall, I saw the sign that they were reopening. So well, we still have that one big ass arcade, and they have like you would think there was only like Chuck E. Cheese stuff like for kids, but no, they have like they still have King of Fighters and cool games like that.
Oh, that's better than nothing, I guess. But like I said, I am going to start a series covering arcades. We've got some, as people are aware, we have some very big arcades here in Japan. Huge, massive, 7 stories of just nothing but video games and claw machines, and a lot of pachinko machines. And speaking of, I just wanted to give this a plug just for the hilarity of it. You could probably find the commercial if you look for it on YouTube. They've just introduced a new Kamen Rider pachinko machine that you operate with motorcycle handlebars. So that's how you operate the pachinko machine, is with your handlebars, your Kamen Rider motorcycle. That in and of itself is kind of funny, but the commercial is awesome. It's all these random people playing their Kamen Rider pachinko machine and literally just being blown away by how much fun they're having watching these ball bearings fall from top to bottom because
they put the ball bearings in, and then they put the Maxell cassette into the stereo.
Yeah.
And then it blew them away.
It fucking knocks their fucking hair back. Their fucking titties are flopping up. All kinds of crazy shit.
All kinds of fun to be had over there.
All kinds of great stuff. So go and look up that commercial for the new Kamen Rider pachinko machine, if nothing else. Looking at the comments, Ed, this is directed at you, Andrew. Ed says, curious about the future of game damage. Sorry if you mentioned it earlier, but I'm curious. What's going on, Andrew?
Well, what's going on is the fact that me and Tony never get to go anywhere. Like, we go to the same flea market, we go to the same game stores over and over and over again. So, like, one day when we go somewhere different or do something that's not the same thing over and over again, I mean, maybe I'll make more videos, but I don't see the point in making the same video over and over and over again.
Well, don't realize this. You could break away from making videos about finding video games, and you just leave the camera on, and soon you'll have videos all about human sorrow and despair.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
You could be on Fox News making hundreds.
That's true. I mean,
so keep that in mind. That's a little career advice from your friend, Uncle Yell Chaos.
Be turned into like a little bit of, what was that movie, Nightcrawler? Turn it into a little Nightcrawler type thing. Just follow the misery wherever it goes, man. Go hunt down some car accidents.
Andrew, you know something? But I want to tell you something. I mean, for me, that I'm in Panama, I'm not in the States. I wouldn't. I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but I wouldn't mind like watching you go to the same place. I mean, if you repeat the place, that's not bad. I mean, for example, I do my amiibo hunt, and I go to the same places because there's no other place that I can do them. So I think people will still enjoy them. I mean, at least for me, trust me, when I see your pickups video, or Jim's pickups video, or Dom's pickups video, it's like, for me, it's like being there because, in Panama, it's so hard to get, retro stuff. So it's like I'm being part of that, hunt, if you will. So I don't think it's really that bad if you repeat the place.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll talk to Tony. Maybe we'll do some more of them. I don't know.
Well, the next 2 out of 4 game hunt videos I go to the same fucking flea market.
Yeah, I mean, another thing that's kind of hard about doing it around here is people do not like to be filmed here.
Not only that, but you're forgetting that these are going on in West fucking Virginia, and people have a bit of an attitude problem in West fucking Virginia. Anywhere you go and the rent is $125, there's not a lot of happy people to be found.
And you have to disregard people.
I just guerrilla film my shit. I don't ask permission. Fuck it.
I mean that's what I was doing. Maybe I'll start doing it again. I don't know.
Thank you, Dom. I was going to say the same thing. You know, have you seen my videos? I never ask for permission, man. I always film the thing, and if maybe I see, well, actually it doesn't happen that much, but if I see somebody, like, looking weird or something, I'll hide my camera. But I never ask for permission. I mean, like, 90% of the stuff I do in my amiibo hunts, it's so freaking illegal.
Yeah. like rollerblading on the highway.
Yes, that's right, Dom.
I think I asked for permission maybe like the first time I wanted to do a game hunting video, and they said no. After that, I realized it's just stupid to ask because I've got the obvious one. I'm bigger than them, so what? I mean, really, they're too.
Hey, I think the overall lesson is machine. We believe in you.
All right.
Let the camera roll. You'll never know what'll happen. It's kind of like leaving your dick hang out. Someone might get a hold of it, but someone might get a hold of it.
Hey,
here's what I generally do. Like
I don't know what's going on.
See, that's the spirit. God damn it.
Do a video about leaving your dick hanging out, and then we'll see what happens.
I usually try to buy like a PS2 game early on my hunt. So then, because I usually film most of my stuff on my cell phone, and then I just hold it around like this.
Oh, that's
good. The Bithead 1000 technique. Very, very sly.
That's smart. I never thought of that.
Yeah, Dom, you're going places, baby. You're going places.
Yeah, it looks like shit for 3 years, but eventually you know what you're filming.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
You know, and the other thing, Andrew, is like, I was going to say something. I think I'm going to do that next year because I have hours and hours of footage. When I travel to wrestle like anywhere, I always do like this, like, game hunts. And, like, I'm not even in my country, and I'm doing that, like, and sometimes, by the way, I have the face paint on. So sometimes they, like, go ask me, like, excuse me, sir, you can't film me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And yeah, that's all. Just play it stupid.
Andrew, Karkamo, you're doing it wrong. You got to act like you don't speak the language and just keep rolling. And just.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Next time.
It doesn't work that way.
That becomes part of the show. What? Sorry, I'm sorry. What? No.
Yo no hablo inglés. ¿De qué está hablando? No entiendo nada de lo que me está diciendo.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what you got to. I do that all the time. There's a phrase we use here in Japan. There's a phrase we use called the Gaijin Smash, which is you just act like a stupid foreigner who doesn't speak the language, and you just blast right through all the people that don't have the patience to deal with you. You just fucking go around and do whatever you want. You basically, you act like an asshole, and people are just like, I don't have time for this shit, and they just walk away. And really, you get your free run of the place, and you film whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, Gaijin Smash. I will definitely try that next time.
Okay, we're taking the whole fucking podcast to Japan. We're gonna try this out on camera.
Oh shit!
It's fucking awesome. It's the way to go.
Andrew's gonna eat whale bacon. goddammit.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
There's weirder things. Trust me, there's weirder things to eat out here. You don't even want to know. I gotta address this because he's asked like a half dozen times by now. Kenshiro Online, where is it? He's asking about Bujingai, a game called Bujingai. I don't know.
Don't pacify that kid. He only comes here because his parents didn't love him.
He's fucking desperate to know about Bujingai. I don't know. Does anyone know what the fuck a Bujingai is?
Sorry. I don't know. I think that's a PS2 game.
Oh,
you're a samurai, right?
Forsaken City?
I think it's a hamburger with green horseradish in it.
Is it called Bujingai the Forsaken City?
You would know better than me. I don't know.
Wait a minute. No, I think he's right.
Yeah, because the title character is supposed to be like a Japanese like musician. He's like based off of his character design is based off of somebody.
Okay, so you guys familiar with it?
I own the game. I never played it.
I'm not familiar with it other than I've seen it before. I know what he's talking about.
I think I own it.
That goes to show how popular it is.
I don't know shit about it, and
if I remember correctly, I think it's like a poor man's Devil May Cry.
Let me check my archives.
If you, he also wants to know what we think about the Atelier series, so like Atelier Iris, and it's a series of JRPGs. Anyone?
I've never played one.
Anyone? Voodoo Economics.
Again, it's a series that I've heard of.
Holly
But...
Smoot Terrafact.
So there you go. Atelier series, got nothing. Bujingai, got nothing. Dom, Ed asked, when's he going to see a little more of those sexy shelves?
Well, there's some of them right there.
Is that your Simpsons collection?
I'm doing a room tour in the next... Yep, that's it.
Some of us know of it. There's your answer.
To be honest, I mean, I own it. And well, it's made by a good company, Taito. And I heard this is like a PS2 gem. Yeah, it looks like an action Devil May Cry-ish game. I never played it, to be totally honest. But yeah, I heard it's a good game. I don't know. That's what I heard. And well, what I have played, and it's an awesome series, but I haven't played them all. It's there you go, the other game, the Atelier. I always get the pronouncing of this wrong. It's Atelier.
Atelier, isn't it?
It's Atelier Iris, and
this one's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I think this Secret of Mana. I think Secret of Mana spawned these. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Could be. I only know of them, but I've heard good things. Dom, you were saying about the shelves.
I don't think I have space for more shelves. I did all the shelf and realized my whole collection is now up just about, except for systems and collectible pieces. Gonna do a room tour soon.
Very cool. Did you do the
room tours.
Did you do the Ed style shelves?
Yeah. I got them made up right here, and then in the other corner of the room is where most of the retro stuff is at.
Like these shelves?
Yes. It's a very popular shelf design, apparently.
It's a very cheap shelf design. That's why.
Seems like Ed should get involved with IKEA.
He should.
Yeah.
Are we in the part of the show where we're measuring our dicks, Andrew?
No, we're not.
I already won that one, man. You don't want it this time, Karkmo. You don't want it this time, man.
I'm in the northeast. It's fucking cold. My dick is not what it should be.
I know what you're talking about, and you're probably right.
Hold on, just back off, man. You don't want it this time.
Okay. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
All right.
My Pen 15 is excited.
Dom, do you have any idea what we're talking about, Dom?
None whatsoever.
Every once in a while, we'll pull out some games that we have in our collections as just to be pricks and be like, hey, look, I have something better than you do, and we call it. It's a dick measuring contest, is what it is. We will occasionally do one.
For the most part, my cock is always bigger, but Jim's got lately he got an.
He's scared this time. He's scared.
Yeah, because Jim got an operation. He got an enhanced dick.
Yeah, he's scared this time, bro.
And I saw his picture. That's why I'm scared. But if you wanna, show your dick to Dom, be my guest.
Oh God, my dick will be so small compared to everybody else's. All right, my one claim to fame.
Hey, how about you, Stephen? You wanna show us your dick?
Oh, you guys are gonna start whipping out your preciouses.
Oh Lord.
Is that what this is? Is this the kind of show that we're on here?
I wasn't gonna go there.
Because if that's what we're doing, I gotta go get the compass. If that's what we're doing here.
Okay, go get it, man.
What do you got there, Dom?
Nightmare on Elm Street, complete in box.
Nice.
Ooh.
That is some pretty sweet stuff.
Wait. I've got Golden Grams almost complete in box.
Oh fuck! Oh, he wins.
You can't even. That's a North America exclusive.
It is. And as I said, My dick would be smaller than everybody else.
Japan?
No golden grams out here, bro. It's hard to
Dude,
find.
you need. I will hook you up. I will send you some golden grams because that's a fucking crime.
You could hook me up with any number of cereals because they got dick out here for cereal, man.
Oh, dude.
Well, at least
dude.
you're beyond the grasp of life cereal, which, as I like to call it here on the West Coast, death or mush cereal.
Yeah, they're
Gotta eat it quick.
Japan's cereal game is weak.
That's a short lifespan if I've ever seen one.
It's the cereal game in Japan is fucking weak, bro. It's
Hey, Jim, you have everybody here with curiosity, so why don't you show us your just show it, man. Just show it already.
so what I got. I'm actually planning to do a pickups video. I want to go on location, actually, just go to a Shinto shrine and film a pickups video at a Shinto shrine for no apparent reason, because people seem to like that idea. But I'll just show this one. I was very fortunate enough. I found this in a hard-off in a store, maybe about a half hour from my house. I did manage to pick up a copy of Magical Chase.
And you didn't
pretty
have
rad.
to buy drugs along with it?
I did not have to buy. I didn't have
That's amazing, because it seems like the best way to get that is to buy drugs.
I did anyway, but it wasn't like required. But yeah, I was able. I was able to pick up.
Was there, but you were strapped. I see.
Yeah, so I had to, buy Magical Chase. It's not cheap, but yeah, I was able to pick up Magical Chase, which is, as it turns out, a very awesome game. I haven't even done the pickups video yet, and I've already finished a review on it. That's how much I liked it. It's a pretty awesome game, so I was very happy with that.
Okay, point to you, Jim. I don't know how I'm gonna top that for the next stream, but I take that challenge.
Okay. Yeah, you go out and find yourself a better game than Magical Chase in Panama, and
Oh, burn.
all right. Let's see. And Ed says he asks, "You eat dicks for cereal?" I don't know who that's addressed to. That might be you, Mr. Chaos. Dicks for cereal. You eat dicks for cereal?
What?
I don't know. It's Ed. He's somewhere. I think that's his attempt at a joke, but.
Oh, well, if you've been to Ohio, you see how those things work. So
Yeah.
we can forgive Mr. Torno for that. I've been drinking, so don't ask me about that sort of thing, because you'll get all of it.
He's not exactly on the ball today.
Oh no, I'm on the ball. Just high ball.
No, not you, Ed. Ed is on the high ball. That's good. Love that. No, Ed isn't. I don't know. Maybe he's his age is starting to show. He's like, oh, you eat dicks for cereal?
Popping glue.
Yeah, most likely. Kinshiro Online wants to know what our favorite Kunio-kun games are. As I said earlier, Kunio-kun is the series that includes River City Ransom and Super Dodgeball.
Oh, because I got so disappointed, because I thought he was talking about Kururin, and I got so excited, then I read it again, like, aw.
Kururin, the little spinny helicopter.
Little spinny helicopter that goes, like, no miles per hour.
Don't touch the edges.
It's like pinball and a helicopter. It's great. I love it, but that's not what we're talking about, are we?
Yeah, no, it's not. So what's your favorite? I guess we could call them Technos Japan, the River City.
Oh, Technos Japan. Jeez. I'm a pretty big fan of Super Dodgeball on the NES myself.
Hell yeah.
That is a very good one.
They did one like that for the NES, or for the Nintendo DS a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And that one was just stellar. I have to say, that one, I don't have as much nostalgia for it, but it has none of that fucking annoying slowdown. So either that one or the Super Dodgeball in the NES or in the Famicom, that's great stuff right there. Plus, those guys, the same guys from Renegade, as a matter of fact, with the big heads, those are great. I think they did, and some of those guys actually, if I'm not mistaken, show up in Double Dragon too. Do they not? No, am I imagining that?
No, I know they did.
Well, anyway, the guys with the big heads, big head gaming, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the big heads, and they walk around like this with their
those guys, fuck yeah, man.
Yes.
Big head game.
All right, Andrew, your favorite game in that series?
I mean, probably a tie between Super Dodgeball and River City Ransom.
River City's pretty badass, man.
Yep, it is. I like Renegade too. Nintendo World Cup is a good game too. Like none of them are bad.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yep.
I forgot
none
they
of
did
them
that.
are bad.
That's true. They didn't make a bad Kunio game. Dom, your thoughts?
It'd have to be River City. It's the only game I played of that.
Well, then you played the.
I might have played others, but I don't remember them.
You picked a good one.
Yeah, you potentially played the best one in the series. River City Ransom is fucking awesome. Karkamo, favorite Kunio-kun game?
Okay, well, yeah, I haven't played that series that much, but yeah, we'll have to go, of course, River City Ransom, Super Dodgeball, and World Cup.
Very good. It's a little harder for me to say just because there are a lot more games in that series that were released in Japan that were not released elsewhere.
You have the basketball one, which I want to play really bad.
Yes, they did a 2-on-2 basketball game. They did a hockey game.
They did, didn't they?
Yes, they did a basketball. They've done a hockey game that's very good. They've actually on the Super Famicom. They've actually done a sequel and a prequel to River City Ransom. So you get a couple of more beat 'em ups. They've also done baseball. There's a puzzle game. There's another track and field game. There's a 2-on-2 fighter. There's a whole shit ton of games in that series that didn't.
There's a fighter on the Famicom.
Yes, it's a 2-on.
Wow.
It's a 2-on-2 fighter.
And you mentioned they have a few more beat 'em ups. They have more beat 'em ups than River City Ransom.
Yeah, there's 2 on the Super Famicom. There's a sequel where Kunio and his classmates go on a field trip to Osaka, and then for whatever reason they're in Osaka and they got to start kicking some ass again. And then there's a prequel that shows it's a game about Kunio and Ricky, or Alex and Ryan. It's kind of how they become friends. Basically, they're framed for a crime that they didn't commit in order to get them sent to like a juvenile detention center. That way other gangs can take over their schools. So in this game, as the 2 of them, you break out of prison, and then you go to like beat the shit out of all the other gangs and clear their name. So it's actually pretty sweet. And there are more games being made. Like I said, Arc System Works actually is making new Kunio-kun games. So they're actually working on a game that's going to be coming out pretty soon, or maybe it's already out. It's River City Ransom something or other. It's like a new River City Ransom game, but they've already been basically making games like that since like 2011, 2010. There's Kunio-kun games on the 3DS and the DS, and even the GBA. There's a whole shit ton of Kunio games out there. So
yeah, I was going to say, I thought Super Dodgeball was on Game Boy Advance too. You could get a Game Boy Advance version of it, and maybe even River City.
Yeah, there's a whole shit ton out there. Technos Japan doesn't exist anymore, so they don't make them. So now other various companies have been making those, including Arc System Works, which is a game I like. And all right, and someone says I did a review on them, and yes, I did. So there we go. All right, now I guess we've been sitting here for a while. It's time to wind it down. Does anybody have any final topics they'd like to address before we wrap this up? And crickets. All right.
I will be playing Halo 5 as soon as it comes out. My tag is the RPG Machine 86. It's the same as my YouTube. It's not hard to find. You should hit me up if you're playing Halo, because I am really excited about it.
And I will be playing Jean Valjean in the local theater production of Les Miserables, running October the 17th through October the 18th at the Carlsbad Civic Theater.
Is that for real,
Legitimately?
Steven?
No, not at all, but thank you for asking.
You played that really straight. That was good.
I like the way
I didn't know you
see me. Were you gonna drive up and come see me to play Jean Valjean?
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna do it, man. It sounded awesome.
Based on that performance, maybe. I mean, I knew you were full of shit, but it was good.
It was
all right.
good shit.
It was very good shit. All right, so we're going to go to last words from everyone. So, Andrew, you said you're going to be playing some Halo. Your final parting words, sir.
Be kind to each other and party on, dudes.
Yeah. It's be excellent to each other. God damn it!
Oh, damn it! I screwed it up. I'm sorry, I'm not cool.
No, but those were wise words from Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Well, Abraham Lincoln famously said, "Party on, dudes!"
He said it way cooler than I did.
And Socrates loves San Dimas.
Socrates, he does love San Dimas, and Napoleon loves the water park, and ice cream. Waterloo, yeah. That's right, Waterloo. That's funny. That is a very funny gag. Stephen.
It's much funnier in the future than it was in the 80s.
I'm sorry. Monsieur Jean Valjean. Chaos. What do you... parting words, sir, please.
I want to remind everybody that you guys are fabulous, even though you're fucking annoying, and I want to remind you to have a happy Halloween, and if I don't see you before, a happy holidays, and if I do see you before, suck my dick.
This is how we know when it's time to go home. It's an intoxication level. And Carcamo, final parting words.
Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone that was with the powerful stream again. I want to thank Dom for being here. I want to thank Stephen, even though I think he doesn't care at this point. I think his glass was empty. It is empty, and but I still want to thank him. And I want to remind everybody that our YouTube channels will be in the description. You know, share the love. Thank you for helping us. And I want to say that on November, I was lucky enough to get the Pip-Boy edition, so I'm going to do the unboxing for Fall.
You motherfucker, dude! Oh.
Are you still doing that crazy idea you had?
Well, I'm gonna measure that dick, Dom, on November when, I don't know, Jim probably won't have anything to measure my dick with my Pip-Boy.
So
I'll be standing there like, please, sir, can I have some more?
It's an odd dick.
No, you had a very interesting idea that you had said beforehand about where you would do your unboxing for that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dom. I didn't hear you. Yes, about the bunker.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, I'm preparing everything for that.
You gotta come through on that. Even if you gotta break in, I don't give a shit. I wanna see it.
I don't give a shit either, man. Like I said, I do illegal stuff here in Panama on a daily basis. So, but yeah,
even cooler if you did it in the shelter and they dropped a bomb on you while you were doing it.
Yes, yeah. I think you can work that out.
Can we? Well, we have Jim there in Japan. Maybe he can help us out. You know, I don't know if Japan holds any grudges with Panama, but you know, you could like do something to get a bomb over here. And it's a joke, by the way.
Panama.
Well, they did just get a little more liberal with their military constraints, so maybe I can work something.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Stephen, you can help out. You're in America, so and I know you have connections. You can drop a bomb here in Panama.
I can't even fucking place Jean Valjean, and you think that I have connections? What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Can't even get into the goddamn Carlsbad Civic Theater, and you're making fun of me, son of a bitch. And
well, okay, to wrap things up, after that unboxing, I'm gonna disappear for the rest of November because I'll be playing Fallout 4. So that's it.
Yep.
It's forgivable. And
don't expect videos in November after the unboxing.
Excellent. Well, that's fine. I mean, we'll try to make do. You got a back catalog of videos to we can satiate ourselves on. And a big, super huge, excellent thank you to Dahmer Cool Stuff for joining us tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Dom, thank you so much for being here. Please give us your final parting words.
Thank you, you beautiful bastards, for having me on. Parting words? Wear a condom. You don't need anything terminal like a kid.
Excellent, Dom.
Hey, man, those are some fucking good final words. I like it.
Absolutely. Make love and not children.
Dom, yes. Dropping the sage-like advice on us.
Yeah. Don't follow me. You'll be a fuck up like I am.
Well, hey, there's worse things to be in life, I guess. Well, anyway, thanks you, everybody, for joining us. Like you said, all the links are down in the description below. Go and check out everybody. They're all top-notch dudes, all very entertaining. and cool guys. And as usual, thanks for joining us, and we shall see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Awesome.